the Wireshark basic filter. Okay, how actually Wireshark works, how Wireshark filter works, what can we do from Wireshark filters. Okay, but that was really basics. uh, I covered some basic filter, but those filter gonna help you in a lot of tasks to understand the behavior to the network, to intercept where's the network, to understand where's the problem actually happening. Okay, so that's something we're gonna work with now. Today we're gonna see some operators. Okay, so let's start. But before that, make sure to subscribe to the channel. So let's see what we are gonna learn in today's class. So fire up the Wireshark. So let's do a quick revision what we have learned so far. Like we have learned installation of Wireshark. We have learned the how to save the Wireshark configuration of packets or the capture. Okay, we have learned actually how to open a intercepted packets. For example, if I go to document and here's where your default packet capture will be stored. Okay, here currently it is intercepting all the data, and let's see if I, you can see it is intercepting all the data from my network and stop it, save as. And I said in the last class you have to select pcap, okay, to save the files, Wireshark, and capture, save. After saving it, just close it down, and you can see the capture file is here, and just double click and it will start captures the capture file we have stored in the last class. You see all the packets are here. Just click any one of them, you're gonna see what and data, the length, what port and source the data is passing. Okay, so this is the how you can view a captured packet captured, previously captured packets, which is in pcap format. Okay, so let's do a fresh scanning with Wireshark. As I said, select your interface from here, and you can see it has started capturing the packets. And let's do some IP filter. Let's see some filter for that. Before that, I'm going to show you something that I have a previously stored Wireshark complete cheat sheet. It has the complete cheat sheet for filtering packets and some and all of that. Okay, so you can see that the same thing is here. The icon, it says the toolbar icons, start, stop, restart. Okay, find specific packets. Okay, and how you can see that in the menu, and the options are here. I'm going to share it with you so that you can do your own investigation. Okay, find packet based on different criteria. Okay, so that's all gonna be in there. So let's see, I want to filter some HTTP packets. Okay, uh, let's see, my computer are not specific IP address. The IP address is 192.168.0. First of all, I want to filter IP address, and I want to filter that between me, my machine, and on a specific IP, whatever conversation, whatever data transfer is happening between those machines, I want to filter that. So how will you do that? So we're gonna see. So first IP is my machine, which is 192.168.0.107. You can see that from your command prompt also. ipconfig, find str ip version 4. Okay, so that's the ip address of my machine. If you remember that your router, your every device has its own ip from your router. This is local ip, only you and all those devices which are in the same network can see this. I want to filter this, and another ip is 192.168.0.50, and okay, one ip is that and one ip is this. Okay, so these two machine I'm gonna filter. Let's see. First I will type ip address is this is my machine, and another. Okay, now I want to add another filter. Okay, so for that I have to type and that means I want to see the conversation or the data transfer, whatever it is, between one ip address 107 and ip address. Okay, as we can see, no data transfer has happened till now, but let's see how it will be looks like when I start doing some uh, visiting that website and doing some actions. I'm visiting that website. Let's go back to Wireshark. Between my IP and 192.168.0.7. Let's enter the password. Is it capturing? Oh, it was not capturing. Wait, let's log out and log in again. Start again. Started capturing transfer between these two IP. And remember, you have to join two IP using this and operator. These are called operator. And let's go to that website. Let's go to Wireshark. You see, this is the number of transaction, number of packet data transfer happens. Now let's log in. First, wrong login, wrong password, one whatever it is. Now this time, correct password. You see, the first time, as you may have heard of the TCP three-way handshake. Whenever you connect to a website, there is a three-way handshake happen between you and the website. Okay, first it's sync request, which you can see here. Okay, the second, first you send to the target server a sync request, then the target server send you sync and ACK. Okay, sync or ACK, here we can see. And third, you send the acknowledgement, and then after these three-way handshake has happened, then you are able to get the data transfer. You have initiated the connection between them, you and the machine here. Okay, and whatever happened there, like a push, then again some redirection, acknowledgement, saying index ASP, and the password I have entered is work on, like whenever you enter some data to a website or or any server, it goes in the post request, and whenever you want to download some data, okay, requesting some data, it comes in a get request. It's simple. Okay, so let's see if we have any post request. There's a login check. Let's open up this and see what's it is checking here. URL encoded, password pt, whatever it is encoded. We have seen this in the past. Okay. In case you want to decrypt it, just copy this. Go to the notepad. As I have shown you in the last class, we are going to, come on, it is an encoded password. Okay. As I show you in the last class, that it is a base 64 encoding. You just have to copy all visible item. Okay, just copy and paste here. If you remember that I've used a website to encode or decode such type of encryption or data. Okay, so that website is CyberChef. Okay, base 64. Here is the, and this is the password. I just logged in. So that's how it actually we can use and for filter an IP. Not only this, you can suppose I want to see this is and I want to see the data between this and this. So I want that either show me connection from this IP or show me connection from this IP. Okay, whatever data you have, but it should be either from this or from this. Okay, so instead of and just use or operator. Okay, as you can see, I'm getting the connections, that is data transfer between this and this, or whatever it is UDP. It's might be this Zoom session uh, uh, happening through UDP. Okay, and TCP. So OR operator will tell that either I want to get data from this IP, even it is receiving or sending some data, or I want to get the data from this IP, even it is sending or receiving whatever data. Okay, so this is something we can use from OR operator. Okay, and suppose I want to add one more thing, so I can add one more operator using OR. It should be like TCP. I want to filter some specific word from TCP or HTTP. So I will type TCP dot contains, not dot, password. So I'm saying that let's remove this to short it to see only filters this related to this, that show me data where a TCP protocol contains any type of password, TCP or whatever. So as I can see, I got some packets here and I can open them to look for if I see there's any password or what something related data, like you can say username, password, some packets here. Just click here and you can see username, PPOE, and password. So this data is inside from the router. Okay, here. Okay, so you can filter specific word from HTTP and TCP, all those things. Okay, so this is how you can filter a specific word. Even you can use HTTP contains password. Here we got this wireless password. Okay, it is the data from inside the router. Okay, not login password. Okay, so that is how some basics Wireshark filter operator works. Okay, uh, so make sure you go through the cheat sheet. I'm going to share it with. Okay, with all of the users on YouTube section. In case you want it personally, you can ping, reach out to me. Now I want to see the data only from specific source or specific IP. So I will type IP dot sr dot sr source, okay, is equal to 192.168.0.50. So it will only show me data from this IP only. Okay, this IP. Whatever conversation happens between these and what other machines, we are going to see that all of that the source IP is here. The source IP is 192.168.0.50. Okay, but here SSDP protocol working, some HTTP, some TCP, all of them we can see using this filter. Okay, what are these and what are acknowledgement, we're going to see in the next section. Okay, and I want to check if some from my PC what is or what are the data receiving by this IP. You want to set a destination server, so IP destination and the target IP. Okay, as you can see from my machine or whatever data is going to this IP, we can check there. Okay, so this is how actually our machines works. Wireshark filter works. You can use a specific IP, specific host, a machine to filter all packets, to check for any errors, to where's the packets happening. Okay, like R and dot destination. So you can just enter dot or a, or you can just select drop down menu, or if you want to just see another protocol related detail, HTTP and dot you can see other chat, other options, chat, content length, content type, all those things. Okay, using just drop down option. So it can help you to filter a lot, get a lot of filter using this autocomplete method. Okay, so that's it for today. Make sure you subscribe and subscribe to the channel. We'll meet in the next class. Till then, please take care and have a good day. Make sure you drop any suggestion or feedback in the comment section. I'm gonna give it to you all. Okay, just ping us, reach out to us, and messages, text or mail through whatever you can. So we're gonna send it to you directly. Thank you. We'll meet in the next class. Take care.